Hi, good day to anyone watching this video. I want to do this video to explain something small so that, look, going forward, what we want in this country is ability to understand the vision and where we want to see Ghana in the next 20-30 years. Some of you who have followed me have always realized that I'm the one that say it as it is, and I always encourage the youth to research and get to know why people say what they say and what they mean. And all the things I'm going to say in this video, you can basically research it or call somebody who lives in London or lives in the US or any part in Europe to find out whether what Kojo Poku is saying is a lie or is the truth. Recently, our visionary leader of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, said that you can use the Ghana card to buy a car, or you can use the Ghana card to get a car on credit. And on social media, people are jumping over themselves as, that man again, he's promising things that is not possible. Let me take a minute to tell you all these, our brothers and sisters and our youth who are now japa to Canada or to London, UK, or anywhere in the Western world. When they go, what makes those countries beautiful? I have lived in the UK and I've lived in the US, so I'm in the best position to tell you exactly what happens. One of the things that happens in the Western world, UK, US, Canada, is that everybody has what you call a social security number or a national insurance number. Now, when you are not from the US and you migrate, they will give you a social security number. If you are not from the UK and you migrate, they will give you a national insurance number. Now, in the case of the US, your social security number is almost everything. It's like your DNA. Now, you are given an address where you live when you go to the UK, and when you go to the US. And if somebody is to now stop you on the road and say, hey, my friend, where do you live? You say, I live at this address. And the person, the police or whoever, can go in the computer, and if you have done any transactions, your name will pop up as a resident of that address. And if they enter your social security number, you will come up as that address. Now, there is something called credit in the Western world or in the US. The difference between people who live in the US and all these countries is that it's not that they work and they have more money than people who live in Africa or Ghana. In Ghana, you earn $3,000 a month. That's all the money you have access to. In the US, if you earn $1,000 a month, maybe you have a credit card that has a limit of $5,000. So in that month, you can spend the 1,000 cedis that you have or $1,000 that you've gotten from work, and you have a credit on your credit card of about $4,000 or $5,000 that you can use to buy things. How do you now get these credit cards? Or you live in a house and one day you get a letter through the post and said you've been pre-qualified for a car. Then you go and then a down payment of, let's say, 10%. If the car is $20,000, with a down payment of 10%, you now drive away with a brand new car. Why is that? The reason they are able to do that for you in the US is that you have an address where it shows up that that's where you live. So you have a unique address, which in Ghana we have tried to do through the digitization of giving everybody a GPS address. So you have everybody now in Ghana has an address. In the US, you need a unique address to be able to have letters, and when people are looking for you, they know where you live. Then you will now be able to be given a social security number. With your social security number, if you enter the US today and you are given a new social security number, you have bad credit. What is bad credit? Bad credit is when you don't have any record of credit. So how do you get good credit, or how do you get a good credit score? You have to start taking certain small things, like maybe a store card, or they will give you a small credit card which is high interest, but the thing is that you take like 100 cedis from the card and every month you pay something small. So you have to engage in some sort of credit, okay, so that you build your credit and your credit score will go up. When your credit score goes up, it means you've taken something on credit, you have a record that you pay back the interest plus the principals or something small every month. Then after maybe 2 years, 3 years, your credit score will go up, and then you can walk into a car showroom and buy a brand new car on credit. All these things is possible because you are traceable. The only reason nobody wants to give nobody money in Ghana is that you don't have an address. Where do you live? Oh, you know that Methodist church around the corner and Second Junction on the right, you see some market woman selling Yadwa. Yes, you 2 houses from there, that's my house. Nobody will give you credit if that's where your address is. Today, we have the digital address system. So if you go to the bank will ask you, give me your digital address, and